Welcome to your weekend focus for September the 18th and the 19th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now, Friday's reading, I couldn't get my mic working, then finally I got my mic somehow working, but I guess I lost you at the last part of the end of the video, so I do apologize and know that I love you. So if you missed the message, I'm here to reinstate that I do. I truly do love you. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of my path. We have the 18th. So the 18th is about the inner you. It's understanding what a true balance would mean for you and you alone, you personally, you individually. And everybody has their own recipe for that. But the 18 energy asks us to look within. The 18 energy asks us to utilize our intuition, our heart, to motivate our passions, our desires for our goals that we set, for the successes that we want to celebrate down the road. If we do the numerology of the day, it's a 23 energy. 23 is, there's very strong forces around us guiding us into safe ports. So we just have to go with the flow. We just have to trust. We just have to believe for the most part. Now, 2 plus 3 is 5. So it's in order to enrich our lives through giggles and happiness and joy. And I know I've said that a lot this year, but it is a 5 energy year. And that's what we need to learn. That's what we need to take away from this year is how do I have not necessarily free time. You can be extremely busy and be very extremely happy at the same time. It's about having that joy in your life, having that time for your smiles, your giggles, your laughter each and every day, to have a time set aside for your playtime, for your relaxation time, for your whatever it may be for you. But time for you to take care of you in some way, to honor yourself in some way, to feel joy, to feel happiness, to feel serenity, and giggles and laughter, and bringing that back into our life. So we're being asked to look at our obligations, our commitments this year, and do we need them all? Do we have to do them all? Is there ones that we can delegate away? I'm all for somebody else taking out the garbage. So I'm so good at delegating that responsibility, that obligation away to somebody else. So you don't have to think of it as a bad thing to let go of the control of something. There's a lot of things in your life that you could probably have other people do, so that you can put more focus on you, your time, your energy, your passions, your dreams. Now, if we go to the Sunday, it is a 19 energy, and that is really about you. This is the I am kind of day. 1 plus 9 is a 10, talking about beautiful energy ahead of us, new seasons, new experiences, and new opportunities. And 1 plus 9 is a 10, and 1 plus 0 is a 1. So the I am. And celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself this weekend on just how great you are, because you don't give yourself enough credit. On Patreon, I did a little meditation. Maybe I'll release it here. But it was to make yourself aware of the difference you make in each person's life and how great you really truly are, that you don't give yourself credit for. You don't even think of it. You don't even, and it's not to go around and toot your own horn. It's not to raise your ego, but it's to have that belief in who you are and celebrating who you are and taking your talents and abilities, pushing it through with your courage and strength, and reaching a true potential of the true self, of who you truly are. If we do the numerology of the day, it's a 15. And that's about letting go of things. That's about changing the path forward. That's about breaking the chains that held you back. About seeing how you can overcome that hurdle. It's an excellent energy to understand if somebody is using you for their own benefit rather than it having any benefit in your life whatsoever. Where you might have been working towards somebody else's agenda rather than your own, and where you can reclaim your own power, your empowerment, where you've given it away a little bit here and a little bit there. We all do it. And 1 plus 5 is a 6. So it would probably be something to do with your health and well-being. Maybe your boss is just asking you to work too much overtime and you're not getting that exercise in that you did, or that meditation in that you used to do, or playtime with the kids or the grandkids or somebody else's kids. Going to a park, going for a nature walk, going for a walk next to the ocean, going for a tea and a scone, going for a cup of coffee and a donut, whatever it may be for you. Because those are little things that bring in joy and happiness into your life. That little treat, that little celebration of who you are. Boys, indoor voices, please. They are best of friends. I guarantee you that. They still have a long way to go, but they do try and be so good. It's so cute when they're bad. You have to just... Now Milo's got this thing where he'll lift his one paw up like he's injured in some way. If you're giving him heck for something, he lifts his leg up. So the one day we did it, every time we started to say, "What's this, Milo? Who made this mess?" his leg would come up a little, like he was this injured dog. Like you wouldn't have a dog with 3 legs, would ya? So not that I would ever harm them in any way. My voice is more than enough. My body language is more than enough. They understand completely. Anyways, so it could be about your health and well-being. It could be about your routines. It could be about work in general. And the 6th energy is really about realigning those ducks and getting them all in a row. Look at this. We have the World card. And don't mind my nails. I literally got home extremely late from work. So yeah, the boss is asking for overtime. Extremely late from work, and I just got in here because I know that if I sit for 5 minutes, I'm just going to just feel all the go out of me. And so I'm a little disgruntled here. I do apologize for that. But and I must have bit my lip or something. I got an owie. So it's not a piece of dirt, in case you were wondering. The World card is here. The 21 energy. It is about tying up loose ends. It's about completion. It's about endings. It's about, it's about brushing off the dust of the past and declaring today a new day. And how are you going to walk your path? What are you going to do? How are you going to celebrate you? How are you going to celebrate being alive? I was listening to Carol and Miss, and she was talking about an accident that she thought for sure she was going to die in. But yet the car stopped within inches. But it was the following day where she was in a park. And she thought, I almost didn't get to see this. This beauty and this. And it just raised a new awareness. And so we should all wake up every morning with that awareness of, wow, I'm here. I get to see this all again. I get to see the beauty of the world. I get to create something new. I get to step into the true me today. I get to plan my day and make my decisions in order to reach my goals, go after my successes. The World card is here to tell us to pay attention to what we need to let go of, where there are loose ends. If there's that room and it's all done except for that piece of trim, get that piece of trim up. Trust me, it does work against you energetically. It really does. So you put that piece of trim done. Finish the room, for goodness sakes. Three of Wands. Three of Wands says, don't worry about making a decision right now. Decisions will be down the road. It's not today. It's not tomorrow. It's not this weekend that you have to make those decisions. But you are contemplating. So what if I quit smoking? How is that going to affect my life? Or I'm going to start exercising. How is that going to affect my life? How do I work it in? And you're holding that wand and you're looking out into the horizon of, will this work? Can I practically work this into my life? And if I can't do it in a large thing, can I introduce it in some way and just have a 5 or 10 minute window even? How can I do this? Or if it's saving money. So how am I going to save money? I'm not going to buy my lunches out anymore. I'm going to pack it. I'm going to put it in my little brown bag. I'm going to go off to work. So can I do that? Do I have little brown bags? Do I need to go shopping? Now, how much is this going to set me back? But how much am I saving? And what am I saving for? Let's talk about that long-term goal. Let's put a date on it, because now we know how we can save a few cents. And those cents will add up. So we will move over to the next wand and we will think some more on it. We'll work it out in our mind. We'll mull it over. And then finally we'll go over to the third wand where it is decision-making time. I can do this. This is not possible at this time. This is how I'm going to introduce this into my life. This is how I'm going to start to let that go, or build a distance from something, or complete something. Our next card is the Four of Pentacles. We keep holding on to that stuff that we don't need to hold on to anymore. That's exactly what this card says. We've got one clenched in our, like nobody's going to take this. This is all mine. It's mine, mine, mine. Nothing is ours, for goodness sakes. We come with nothing. We leave with nothing. Nothing is truly ours. And if you think you own your home, don't pay your mortgage or don't pay your taxes. See who comes in and starts owning your house in a few short months. We don't own, we don't possess, really. And once we can move past that, we find out that we're like hoarding a lot of stuff that really isn't necessary in our lives, perhaps. Maybe it's that closet, maybe it's the garage, maybe it's the attic. And it's not a full moon energy yet, it is a Virgo energy. So we are tidying up, we are understanding what is needed, what has value, what doesn't. So we need to do this in our life. We're still holding on to things. Read a self-help book about decluttering, or maybe decluttering the mind, or decluttering the heart. How do those walls that you have built so high? Maybe it's time to remove a couple of those bricks and let a little bit of the sunshine in and see what happens. Let go of that protective wall that you have, perhaps. Or it could be something that once really served a purpose in your life, but no longer does. And it's just there. If we just got up and we stretched and we took our feet off those two pentacles and we turned around, we'd see the giant pentacle guarded by angels to our success. And we would have an understanding. We would have a passion. We would have a passion ignite us, is what I'm hearing. So it's about stretching and just waking up maybe and saying, I don't need any of this in order to go forward. I just need me. And now how am I going to utilize me in order to go forward? I don't know who needed to hear that. King of Cups, dear old dad, is back to say, do we have our ducks in a row? Are we happy in our job? Do they pay us enough? Are the people nice to us at work, in our social circles? Are we happy? Are we having fun? Is there a roof over our head? Do we have money problems? How are we solving those money problems? This is about knowing that you are safe, knowing that you are looking ahead, knowing that you are being very practical. Second time I've had to use that word, and it's not a word I would normally use. So it's about grounding ourselves and really thinking about what can I truly do in order to move forward and getting serious about it. So I hope you're journaling, because this weekend will be more of a breeze for you if you are journaling. So hopefully you are through the month of September and October. I will stop harping on it, I promise. Page of Pentacles is the last one. Oh, this is about dreaming, dreaming big. Look at that. We are standing there. It's a little foggy, so we can't see much, which is okay. You don't need to know all the little details right now. Dream the big dream. A lot of it will fill in, and you'll be like, wow, how did that happen? How did I meet you? How did we come together on this? How are we going forward together? Isn't it neat how we just worked this out, and all of a sudden we're building and we're growing and we're dreaming. We don't need to know all the details of who's going to do what and when things have to happen, and we just need to dream it. We just need to feel it. We just need to put an emotion behind celebrating our successes, celebrating the things that we have manifested in our world in order to bring in beauty and laughter, abundance, happiness, money, joy, good health, whatever your term for abundance is. So dream it big. Ignite your passion. Ignite your passion. Second time I've said that tonight. Okay, we'll get a mantra for the weekend. And we have, look at this, I kid you not, the peacock. Raise your standards. The peacock is here to say, don't settle for second best. Not right now. There are times when we have to, and the energy tells us we need to pull back and we just need to, this is not a time. This is a time to say, I am worthy of, I am deserving of, I am a beautiful person, and I deserve this in my life, and I am going to manifest it. Done. Ask your angels, talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides. Announce it, that you are not going to settle for second best, that you are going to have the best. See what the book says about peacock. Raise your standards. Peacock, where are you? There you are. The peacock is probably one of the world's most beautiful creatures in the animal kingdom. It's believed that to be the most virtuous and embodies the admired characteristics of integrity and loyalty. Like the peacock, you also embody qualities important for friendship, for family unity. You can be encouraging, you can be selfless, you can enrich the lives of everyone you meet. Peacock is also very protective of its young and will provide for and protect them under any circumstance. This card can also be seen as an indicator to better yourself, raise your standards, and be more like the peacock. So in the other deck, I believe the peacock is strut your stuff. So kind of the same thing, just know that you are deserving. Raise that confidence level, raise that belief level. And by the looks of the cards here, when we let something go and we start imagining a new tomorrow for ourselves, things will start to click quite easily. So, I love and care for everyone I know. And I'm at the top of that list. And that's not being egotistical, loving yourself. When you love yourself, you can't do much until you love yourself, until you realize just what a beautiful, beautiful work of art you are. One of the cards in the animal deck here says, you were beautiful since the moment of your conception, but you were beautiful long before that. Okay, let's see what animal comes out here. We have, oh, look at this. Slow down with the snail. Take a breath. Relax for a minute. Find moments when you can have joy. It's just like the Three of Wands. We are looking out into the horizon, and yes, use your imagination. Dream. I think I didn't even tell you that I went right from the numerology to the cards, didn't I? Sun is in Virgo. The moon is in Aquarius I think about till supper time on Saturday. And then it goes into Pisces. And Pisces is, we don't get a lot done under Pisces moons usually. It's not that really work hard kind of energy. I mean, we can get things done, but usually with Pisces energy, we're off daydreaming. So, do the mundane things. Don't do the things that take a lot of concentration, because as soon as that Aquarius moon moves out, we won't be able to do it in the way that we want. So it's better to go and weed the garden and do the dishes and sweep the floor and go through that box that you really should have gone through a long time ago, or that cupboard or that attic, or and allow your mind to drift a little bit. Allow yourself to daydream a little bit about what is to come, what is to be. Okay, so slow down the snail. Let's get the book. We haven't seen the snail for quite some time, I don't think. So it's nice for snail to show up and tell us to take a breath. We're all so busy all the time. There have been so many accidents this summer where tragically somebody passed because they were just going too fast. They weren't paying attention because they were just trying to get to point B. And point B, they could have got there an hour later and it wouldn't have mattered. But in some way, our minds are thinking that we got to get there. We got to do this. We got to go do that. Get out of my way. I've got to. And we start getting into that rush mode. And we don't really accomplish anything when we do that. So it's about breathing and letting go and relaxing and just being in the moment, perhaps. So slow, quiet, and trust. Within you there is a stillness and a sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. Snail reminds you to take time to slow down. Life can be chaotic for you, and there could be concerns for health if you don't take time for yourself. You may want to take a vacation in order to get away from the world, regain a sense of yourself. Nothing filled with activities, but instead a vacation that will be able to replenish your soul. Splurge on a massage, take a yoga class, practice slowing down your body, mind, and spirit. And you will be gifted with the balance that you sorely need right now. Perhaps you've lost the ability to trust and have built a shell around you. Slow down, quiet your emotions, rest. Remember that trust and mistrust takes time, and so does the restoration of it. Don't stay too long without talking it through with a confidant. A retreat might be just what you need. Lock yourself in the bathroom, start a bubble bath, light some lightly scented candles, grab your favorite book, slow down, take a deep breath, daydream a little bit. Stop trying to rush around and get everything done. The world will go on if you slam the brakes on your own personal world. And I believe, with Sunday, a Saturday night and Sunday, it might be a beautiful time for you to actually take. Okay, I think I lost you again right at the end, just as I was going to tell you that I do love you. So take it easy, slow it down, and until we meet again, remember, I do love you.